I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season. We've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Miami Dolphins. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. On play action, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And Lance now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Ready. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Ready?
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
That's another Dolphins 1st down.
It's Eckler again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. The touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A first down carry for Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Fields. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. From the gun, here's Fields. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Right, 97.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off of play action, here's Lance. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A give, Eckler running to the right. Shoves him aside. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Once more, here's Eckler. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to train.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You're trying to get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Let's go! Heel, clutch! Ball red! White! Red, cycle! Watch it, stick!
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Play action. It's Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A play fake, now Fields to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. T.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. Dancing to his left. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Here's Fields.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the 29, Fields. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Fields now to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mecole Hardman, his 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
To throw, it's Lance.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Black Ultra.
In motion right is Smith. Lance now on 1st down. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
On the double. Right 2.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 1st down, Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Let's go now.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Take it in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Going deep here for Watkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete there to Smith.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
On play action, Lance.
And this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Fields on 1st down.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
From the 38,
Fields. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, with Saquon Barkley, you often think of the elusiveness, the quickness, but he can definitely run with purpose as well, and he's able to shed a tackler there and continue on.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Barkley will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Barkley again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now here's Fields on the sneak, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Okay, ready?
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. To about the 33-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit if they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Lance looking to throw it. He's got him in. Complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is a counter play. Eckler. A solid stiff arm. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Eckler. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Ready?
Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Throwing now is Lance.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Second and 10. Fields again. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Dolphins are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So following the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 25. To throw is Fields. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Back to throw, Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Bears on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. The 20.